All right, so the board is almost ready to come apart. Now, the sandwich board splits on the iPhone, I want to say from the iPhone 13 and above, are especially tricky because Apple uses a high temperature solder around the interposer. So the risk with that is I have to play this very precise dance of balancing enough heat that the solder around the interposer melts, but not so much heat that it overheats the CPU and cooks the board. Now, if I use too little heat, I risk damaging the fragile solder pads between the two sandwich boards. So I need to make sure it is the perfect amount of heat, not too much and not too little. So to help with the split, I just spread some flux around the logic board. Now I have my bottom heater set to 190 Celsius and it just beeps, so it tells me that the bottom heater is ready to go. We're gonna give it a minute or two more just to make sure that uh, the temperatures have equalized, like everything on the board is at 190 Celsius. So we're gonna wait for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then we can proceed with the removal. Now the bottom heater is getting to nearly 200, so I'm gonna lower the temperature by 5 degrees and make it 185, just to be safe. But I think we are now ready for the split. So just to recap, the bottom heater is it was set to 190 Celsius. I've reduced it to 185. And now I have my hot air set to 350 Celsius at 60 airflow and no nozzle. And let us begin. So the trick to removing these guys, the trick to splitting the sandwich board, is to keep the hot air moving at all times. If I focus my hot air in one spot, I risk overheating the board, and it'll also risk warping the board as well. As I keep my hot air moving, I'm going to insert my pry tool right at the seam between the top and bottom board, and I'm going to wait there without applying any pressure. As soon as the solder melts, my tool will slip in without any pressure. And now I can focus on the top side. A quick heads up for the repair shop owners watching. If you need to outsource advanced board work and data recovery, Repairtech Rx offers reliable B2B mail-in services. Check the link below to partner with us. And the board is off. Excellent. Excellent. Let us turn off the bottom heater. And let's take a look at the board under the microscope, and we'll make sure that we have not caused any kind of overheating. Now, if we ended up causing any kind of overheating during the split, we should see exploded solder balls around the CPU and the PMIC. So let's take a closer look, and we'll make sure that everything looks good. Okay, the PMIC looks good and the CPU looks good as well. So no overheating in that area. And the bottom side of the board looks good as well. Perfect. So this was a smooth and successful split. Fantastic. Now let's take a look at the top board and we'll do the same thing. We'll make sure no components were disturbed. And no signs of overheating at the top board either. Fantastic. That was just a sticker on top of that spot, so nothing to worry about. This is excellent. Board is okay.